Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about FEC records showing that TLC star Chilli has been a major Trump supporter, donating to Donald Trump presidential campaign and other campaigns surrounding the MAGA, initiative. And she's also facing backlash for reposting a controversial video of Michelle Obama. And ever since then, she has been getting dragged. Now, because she's getting dragged, she's coming out to say she is not MAGA. And the repost of the video that she did was an accidental repost. Let's get into it, because if you guys remember, right, I've said this to you guys, and I've been saying it for the past couple of weeks. I've been saying, not weeks, but months rather. In all honesty, I've been saying that you guys have been giving Nicki Minaj a hard time because she's openly a Trump supporter. And I said to you guys that you guys are going to be shocked, because slowly but surely, many of these snake in the grass Trump supporters, they will be exposed, they will be revealed, and I know for a fact that you guys are not going to give them the same amount of heat that you give Nicki. And here we are today. It definitely came to pass. And this is why, my OG subscribers over here, they're always saying, Star, seems as though you're psychic, because you're always seeing these things, and every time you say it's going to happen, it comes to pass. And here we are, one other such primary example. And now Chilli is out here fighting for her life, saying that she's not a MAGA supporter. Girl, please. If you're a MAGA supporter, you are, because why would you be giving money to Trump? Why wouldn't you be donating it to the Palestinian kids? If you had donated the money to the Palestinian kids and not to Trump campaign, then you could come out and say you're not MAGA, but you are MAGA. And this is why you can't trust some people who are not sincere about their intent and their actions. And this is why I say I would trust a Nicki Minaj and a Kanye West 1,000 times over a lot of these people, because Nicki doesn't throw rocks and hide her hands. Kanye doesn't throw rocks and hide his hands, while you have other people who are good at the words and the PR, and they try to paint and cover off everything as though they're innocent abbeys when they're not. I said to you guys that if Nicki was the only one who voted for Trump, how did Trump become the president of the United States? And I said people need to be honest, just as how Azalea Banks was honest and said, I think it's time we all admit that we all made a mistake voting for Trump. But you're not going to get that sincerity and that honesty from the average American citizen. And it's just the truth. And it's not because they are Americans. That's just how people are. It doesn't matter their geographical location. That's just how people are, right? So now that the FEC record reportedly shows that Chilli, has donated to Donald Trump, according to the FEC records obtained by an independent source. Chilli offered nearly $1,000 in donation to Trump's campaign and other Trump Republican-linked fundraising groups in 2024. A screenshot from the alleged list shows a Rosanda, that's her name, Thomas of Stone Mountain, Georgia, donating handfuls of times. Chilli allegedly donated $210.60 to WinRed, the payment processor for Republican campaign donation. She allegedly donated another $340.60 to the Trump National Committee, JFC, and another $486.54 to Never Surrender Inc., a political fundraising group linked to Trump. According to the Midas News, of the $900 donated, about $800 went to Trump, about $7 went to Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, and $63 went to the NRSC, the National Republican Senatorial Committee, which seeks to keep the GOP in control of Congress. Now, so after that information was made publicly available, Chilli then drew attention after allegedly reposting a debunked conspiracy about Michelle Obama registering to vote in as a man in 1994, according to Illinois' State Board of Election. The post has since then been deleted, but naturally, you know, it's going to cause major backlash. Now, they're saying this isn't the first time Chilli political beliefs sparked backlash. In 2017, she previously claimed all lives matter. As you guys know, the claim came from Black Lives Matter, and the people who opposed Black Lives Matter would normally say all lives matter, or they believe in balance, right? Now, since this information has been made publicly available, Chilli has been getting dragged. Like, people have been saying, we can see why Usher cheated. Girl, bye. Black women supporting this man needs to be studied. Just kind of effed them tour tickets, you know, up. They're saying because the TLC and Vogue and another group, they have a tour coming up, and they're saying Chilli just ruined the tour. And I think this is someone over on the other side who meant to do this, right? But I'm happy this is out, because the truth of the matter is you guys now see what I was telling you guys about. I said a lot of Black people supported Trump, but they are hypocritical about it. And you're going to realize slowly but surely that Trump did not win because it's Nikki who voted for him. He won because a lot of people were confident in him. And what such person is Chilli. And I believe that she intentionally shared that conspiracy theory video of Michelle Obama, because that is what many of them believe, right? It's good to see, you know, everyone getting exposed. Now, ever since the expose, Chilli has came out to say that she's not MAGA and all of that. Girl, please, you're MAGA. You are who you are. And just be honest about it. You know, people like these should never be trusted. People who can't, you know, say who they are and say it like they mean it, because you should be able to express your political views, because it is your right. It is your democratic right. It is her right to choose who she wants to represent her, whether we love it or we hate it. Am I MAGA? No. Do I support MAGA? No. Are there things that Trump has said that I'm definitely 10 toes on about? Yes. Like, you know, no surgery for kids, no gender reaffirming surgery for kids, no gender therapy for kids, no man, no biological male, competing in women's sport. Those things, I'm definitely in support of Trump. But does that mean I'm MAGA? Absolutely not. I cannot support a group of people that supports war and consistently everywhere this group, because you know they support Israel, and everywhere Israel goes, children seems to be their primary target. Girls, I don't know what it is. Maybe one of you guys can explain what I'm missing. But anywho, Chilli was met with backlash. She did a video trying to clear up everything, but girl, shut up. Let's take a look at this clip together, guys, because I'm so annoyed. Like, what's the use, Chilli? What's the use? Well, let's take a look at this clip together, shall we? And then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody, and I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost button, and I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other, and clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button. Again, I had no clue that something like this happened until I got all the calls. But of course, I took that down, and, you know, I would never post anything like that. I would never do something like that. That is not my character. I have supported the Obamas. I gave to the campaign, both runs, voted twice for him, and supported the organization that Michelle had in the schools for exercise for the kids. I would never do anything that's harmful or hateful to anybody. You know, I'm just not wired like that. That's just not who I am. And when it comes to organizations that I have donated to, these are the things that support the veterans. You know, I have always supported them, not just now, but for years. This is not something new. So I just wanted to let you guys know, you know, this from me, you know, that I would never do anything so disrespectful, and I would just never, I'm just not about hate or anything like that. You know, if you look on my page and see my posts, it's all about love, faith, and connection. That's what I'm all about, you know, and I've always been that way, and I will continue to be just that way. So I just want to thank you guys for, you know, your love and your support, and just taking the time to listen to me right now. I really, really appreciate that. And I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, so she supports the Obamas, but she doesn't support Miss Kamala Harris. Okay, girl, we get it. We get it. We get it. You're MAGA. I believe she intentionally shared a clip. And sometimes you repost stuff, not necessarily out of hate, because if she believes Michelle Obama is a man, she may have a reason to genuinely believe so. It's just like when Desmond came out with that chick that he was seeing after Krista Serra filed for divorce. Did I hate that girl? Absolutely not. Did I believe she was a man? Absolutely yes. So you reposting something about someone, it doesn't mean that you hate them, so that I can understand. I believe she intentionally reposted it. I believe she doesn't hate Michelle Obama, because not much people hate Michelle Obama. They may not agree with her political views. They may say she's a man, but what most people love is the fact that as a black woman, how well she carries herself, and all of her accolades that she's achieved over the years, her academic background. People, they do have a lot of respect for that. And I can see Chilli having respect for that while believing Michelle Obama is a man. Now, me saying this doesn't mean that I believe Michelle Obama is a man, because I've followed Michelle Obama's history, so I don't believe she's a man. I do believe she's a woman. But hey, girl, Chilli, if you're MAGA, you're just MAGA. No one can hate you for that. I believe people political views changes. I believe a lot of people do not support Kamala Harris. They saw Trump as the stronger run to bring back America and make America great again. And many people fall for that tagline, and it is okay. And I think it is okay for people to stand 10 toes down and say, hey, I voted Trump. I voted MAGA because I believe at that time Trump was the right fit for the American people and the American dream. But at this point in time, based on everything that he has done, I don't believe that anymore. I see things differently, and I think that is okay. It is okay. It shows that we are perfectly imperfect, right? At least in my opinion. I think people need to start just being honest, be transparent. Perfection does not exist. It's okay if you believe initially that Trump was a man for the job, and it's okay if you're not a fan of Kamala Harris. It is okay that to say we all have made a mistake, just like Azalea. And, you know, do I respect Chilli? I've lost so much respect for her ever since this. Because for me, it's not that she supported MAGA, and it's not that she reposted the conspiracy theory video about Michelle Obama. It's just how she's trying to polish off the obvious. Come on, girl. The obvious is true, in my opinion. But I want to hear from you guys. What's your take? Are you buying what Chilli is saying? Because I'm not buying it. I don't believe she hates Michelle, but I'm not buying everything else that she's saying. Right? So leave your comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.